Aloha from the Ozarks. Folks, I have this 16 by 40 repo just brought onto my lot. 4 windows, 1 walk-in door, standard T111 plywood siding that's been stained with honey gold. Let's go on inside and take a look, okay? This is a plywood building, so plywood floors and plywood siding, as you just saw on the outside. They put up some paneling on the inside. They've run some electrical, as you can see here. Well, let me just give you a view of the whole building. 4 standard 2x3 windows, 1 walk-in door. We have the radiant barrier roof upgrade inside here. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. Plywood floors are 5/8 inch pressure treated plywood, tongue and groove, so they're all interlocked with one another. Plywood is pressure treated lumber for our roof trusses, 2x4s. Also our wall studs are 2x4s. And our floor joists, they're 2x6s. They're all pressure treated lumber, okay? So it's a premium grade of lumber. If I can show you that. It does say premium. Premium is a prettier grade of lumber. It's a higher quality of lumber. And it just gives you a nicer, better building all around. Now our wall studs, which you cannot see because they put up paneling, they're 2x4s pressure treated, and they're 16 inches on center. And every third wall stud, every 4 feet, they're double studs all the way down. So we double stud the walls all the way down. At the bottom of the walls, we do a single stud, and at the tops of the walls, these are double studs. Behind those panels are double studs across there, okay? So the wall caps or wall headers are double studded. We do the double studs at the tops of the walls to give us a strong, secure place to mount our roof trusses. And we mount our roof trusses using metal hurricane clips. We used to, now we've upgraded to something that's twice as strong, more than twice as strong as the metal hurricane clips. And we use our metal hurricane screws. But this building would have been done with the metal hurricane clips because that's how we used to do them, like this. And they were still better than all of the other sheds built by the other companies because most of them do not use metal hurricane clips to attach their roof trusses. And we used to, now we use the metal hurricane screws, which is part of the reason we offer a 150 mile-an-hour wind gust certification on our buildings. Part of the reason is how we attach our roof trusses to our walls. Okay, so we do a really good job on that. So double studs at the tops of the wall caps so we can mount our roof trusses to a nice, strong, secure base. All right, same thing for our windows and our door frames. You cannot see it, but they're double studded all the way around here. Double studs, okay, double studs. Same thing with the doors, and they're double studded. Depending on where the windows are framed up, located on the wall, sometimes they can even be triple or quadruple studded. It just depends on where it's located, all right? So we do frame up our doors and windows very, very well, very strong and secure. And that's important to you because this is a portable building. It's going to be moved from my lot to your site. During that transportation, the building's gonna shift because this is a 20,000 pound building, okay? There's a lot of pressure being put on this building when it's being moved. So we keep the doors and window frames strong and secure by double studding at a very minimum. And that is what allows them to stay square with the building once it's brought to your site and leveled on your site. The doors and windows should open and shut correctly like they're supposed to because we kept them square with the building, all right? So that's one of the things that we do that's different than a lot of the other companies out there. The other thing I want you to notice is up here at the top, you can see a little light reflecting in up there. That's because we do a soffit ventilation system on the outside there, all the way down on this side and all the way down on this side. We have a patent on that. None of the other companies can copy us on that, but we do a soffit ventilation system. And what that means is that there's a superior amount of airflow coming into and then out of our sheds compared to the other companies. They don't move nearly as much air in and out. And that makes a big difference when it comes to the temperature and the humidity inside your shed. So soffit vents on the sides, letting air to come out or come in, and then it goes out through the screened in roof ridge vent that runs the entire peak of the roof. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it allows for superior amount of airflow compared to the other companies. Most of the other companies, they just put a little plastic vent right up there on one end of the building, and then they do the same thing all the way down on the other end, and that's all they have for airflow. That's not nearly as much airflow as what we have, which is why our temperatures and our humidity inside our buildings is much reduced compared to those other companies, okay? So I kind of talked to you about the basics of the roof. Well, I actually forgot to mention how we do our roof. It's OSB roof decking, okay? Standard in the roofing industry is OSB roof decking. On the inside of this building, we put the radiant barrier. That's an upgrade, and I always highly recommend it because it means this building's gonna stay about 15 to 20 degrees cooler in the hot summertime compared to a building that does not have that reflective G-board radiant barrier. That's a really big deal. All right, on the outside of the OSB roof decking is your metal roof, of course, standard metal roof. Between the metal roof and the OSB decking, we sandwich in a little piece of a moisture barrier, a tar paper, okay? So that's standard up there on the roof as well. Now on the floors, it's 5/8 inch pressure treated lumber, plywood and it is tongue and groove, so they're all interlocked with one another. And underneath your floor and your subfloors, we use 2x6s, pressure treated lumber, not 2x4s, 2x6s. And like our wall studs, they are 16 inches on center all the way down, okay? And underneath those floor joists are the runners of the building. They're giant 4x6 pieces of lumber, huge, and they're pressure treated, and they run the entire length of the building, okay? And there's be 4 of them in this building. They are notched out 1 inch deep so that a floor joist sits down in every one of those. Every 16 inches, there's a floor joist sitting down in those notched out runners, which holds this whole subfloor together, giving a strong, stable, secure base of a building. All right, so this is a great repo. It's a great deal because it's well built, and it'll do a great job for one of you wanting to turn this into like a hunting cabin or whatever, a man cave or a she shed, something like that, or a lake cabin, whatever. Let's talk about delivery. It's free within 50 miles of my lot. After 50 miles, we will charge $10 per mile to move this big building. So the first 50 miles are free, but after that, it's $10 a mile. We do have to have a pilot vehicle in front, a pilot vehicle in back, and the truck and trailer driver, plus special permits. So there's a lot of extra logistics on moving a giant building like this. Okay, but we'll go 50 miles free, and then after that, $10 a mile. Okay, cash price is your lowest price on all of my buildings, but we also offer rent to own. We got 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and 6 years available for rent to own, no credit check. And most of the time they're available just on 1 month payment up front is all you gotta do. On a building as big as this one, I would highly recommend you doing 2 months payment up front, and kind of depends on where we're going with this building. Whether I'm going to be able to collect just 1 month, or I might need to collect 2 months up front on this building. It just depends. So you and I need to talk. So if you have questions on that, please reach out to me. My phone number is right there on the screen. You can call me or text me. You can hit me up on my website, which is also on the screen, and chat with me. It's a real chat function on there, and it's really me, not a robot. The robot starts to chat, but then it's literally me. So there's no robot answering your questions. It's really me, okay? Feel free to fire away with your questions. All right, now let's see what else. I think I've covered all there is to know. If you have any other questions, you know how to reach out to me, okay? Aloha from the Ozarks.